Hello. D4 knight f6, c4 c8, knight c3, bishop b4, e3, castles, bishop d3, d5, knight f3, c5, castle, cd, ed, dc, bishop c4, b6, bishop g5, bishop b7, rook c1, and knight c6. So the main move is rook e1, but let's talk about other possible moves. Let's start with d5 because it's a logical continuation. Knight a5. Of course, knight e4 is a mistake because here Black plays bishop d7 and d6, bishop e4 d, and queen e7. Black is just pawn up. So bishop d3, h6 is a good move. Bishop f6, queen f6, knight e4, queen f4, a3. It's a good move. ed and g3. Black goes queen g4, and now white sacrifices the knight. Knight f6, gf6, 8 takes b4. And really, black shouldn't take on b4, and black should play knight c4. Black has an extra pawn, and neither shows that it's an equal position. For example, bishop b1, knight e5, queen d1, rook fd1, f takes e5, rook c7, rook ab8 with an equal position. And if bishop e2, then rook f8 and knight d4. Black should really make a draw. Rook e2, knight e2, knight e5, f4, knight f3, king f2, knight h2, knight d4, queen h3, rook h1, knight g4, king f3, knight h2. So both sides should really go for this line. But it's very computerish and it's very deep. So maybe you should aware it. Queen d3. We play rook c8. Of course, knight e4 is harmless because bishop e7 block is better. So rook fd1. That's the idea of queen d3 move. But knight a5, we remember that idea from previous videos. Bishop b5, h6, bishop h4, bishop c3, bc, and queen d5. And a2 pawn is hanging, so c4, queen h5, and bishop takes f3 is a threat, so bishop f6 is a move, g takes f6, d5, ed, c5, and knight c4, and that was a fresh game between Aronian and Caruana, and black was just pawn up, so maybe something went wrong for white, or maybe that queen d3 move is just bad for white. Bishop d3 is playable. We play h6, bishop h4, and bishop e7. So it's transposition to rook e1 main line after rook c8 and bishop b1. So a3. Then we know the idea. We just want to play knight h5 to exchange the bishop, bishop e7, and knight takes e7 is better position for black, so bishop g3, knight g3, hg, bishop f6 attacking the pawn, bishop e4, b8, d5, ed, bishop d5, knight a5, b4, bishop c3, bishop b7, bishop b2, and black is better. Rook b1, rook b7, rook b2, knight c4. Well, nothing really special, but black is slightly better. So bishop b1, rook c8, and if rook e1, it's the main line with rook e1, rook c1, so a3. Let's try something else, but then black plays knight h5, queen d3, g6, bishop d3, knight g3, hg, bishop f6, and black is slightly better. Rook cd1, bishop g7, rook f1, knight e7. That was game. Black was better. Bishop g3, knight g3, hg, bishop f6, d5 is slightly better version for white. E takes d5, knight takes d5, and g6. And now it's a good time for my novelty bishop a2, because if knight f6, queen d2, king g7, queen c3, black plays rook fd8, queen f6, and king f6. That was the game of Grandmaster Ernst with black, and black was slightly better. But bishop b2 is a better try, and now black really should play knight e5, and it's very drawish position. Rook c8, bishop c8, rook e1, knight f3, queen f3, king g7, queen f6, queen f6, knight f6, king f6, rook c1, and of course you can stop here, but let's make some more moves. Rook d8, rook c7, bishop e6, and you should take with the pawn f takes a6, rook a7, rook d1, king h2, and rook d2, and it's just a dead draw. So bishop d3 is playable move that leads to an equivalent game. a3, well, I don't like that move because white gives a tempo. We take bishop takes c3. If bc, rook c8, queen e2, and then queen d6. We saw similar ideas in the game of between Aronian and Caruana, so black has no problems. If rook takes c3, black plays rook c8, and black wants to play knight e7. If bishop a2, knight e7, rook c8, queen c8, bishop f6, g takes f6, rook e1, rook d8, knight h4, and knight g6, and black was better in Ilescas against Nigel short game. If knight e5 instead, knight fd5, bishop e7, and knight e7, and that was Rajabov against Karpov game, and black was better. Bishop d3 is also playable, but after knight e7, same story. Rook c8, knight c8, knight e5, queen d5, knight f3, and queen d6. That was a game between two engines. Well, maybe it's a better version for white with the bishop on d3 instead with the bishop on e2, but well, white has some problems here. Queen d3. Black plays knight e7, bishop f6, g takes f6, and bishop a6. That was the game between Potkin and Alexeyev, and in the game between two agents, black played bishop takes a6, and black was better. Queen takes a6, and knight d5. If rook c8, queen c8, queen e7, then queen c2, and black wins b2 pawn, and black is better. If b4, then queen c6, and white loses the queen because rook 8 is a threat. If rook c4, then rook c4, queen c4, queen d7, rook c1, and knight d7, black plays rook c8, so black is better. So really, rook c1 is the best move, but after queen d7, queen e2, rook c7, black plays rook f8. That was the game between two engines, and black was slightly better. So now let's talk about this mix of the moves, rook c1 and rook e1. Maybe that's the most popular setup for white, and this position is very popular. Black plays rook c8, and now with queen d3, then first h6, then after bishop h4, we play bishop e7, a3, and knight h5. If bishop g3, knight g3, hg, bishop f6, rook cd1, knight e7, black is slightly better, so bishop e7, knight e7, knight e2, knight g6, g3, knight f6, and black was better in the correspondence game. So the main move for white is bishop d3, and of course we go bishop e7 anyway. So now if a3, then knight d5, h4, that's an idea, but knight c3, bc, h6, bishop d2, black should have played knight a5 here, and if knight e5, bishop h4, rook e3, f5, rook h3, and bishop g5, and black is better. And bishop b1 is the main move. h6, of course, bishop f6, queen d3, g6 is better for black. So bishop h4, and now knight h5. And in the game between grandmasters, white played badly. Queen d3 or queen c2. Now that both these moves are bad. So queen d3, g6, bishop g3, knight g3, hg, bishop f6, black is better, and Karpov played rook e6, that's a mistake. Knight b4, queen b5, f takes e6, queen b4, bishop f3, g takes f3, and bishop d4. That was Karpov Heyman game. Yes, Karpov won that game, but that was a blitz game. Queen c2 is also bad idea. G6 and rook e6. That was the point of White's play, but it's a bad move. Bishop p7, knight e7, knight e5, knight e4 is bad position for White. White really should go rook e4 here, because if rook e3, then just knight e5. Black is winning. So rook e6, but the problem is knight f4. And the best move for White in this position is bishop takes e7. Rook e7 was played in the game between Sokolov and Leka, but after knight e7, queen d2, g5, Black was exchange up, and Black won that game easily. Rook e4 is also bad move. Knight b4, queen d2, bishop e4, bishop e4, bishop h4, queen takes f4, and bishop g5, and Black just wins. But after bishop e7, knight e7, White has problems, because if rook e7, then queen f6, and mate comes. So rook e1 is bad, bishop f3, gf3, and queen d4. White cannot take on e7 due to queen f6. And, that was the line. Now, rook e4 is the best move, but after bishop e4, queen e4, knight e5, Black has exchange up. So really, some problems for White. White should go bishop g3, like it was played in one correspondence game. Knight takes g3, h takes g3. And now the best move for Black is to play bishop g5. Or bishop f6 is also possible, but that's easier move. Knight g5, queen g5, d5, ed, queen d5, queen d5, knight takes d5, and rook f8. And we have such symmetrical endgame. So let's make some conclusions. Our main idea is to go h6, bishop h4, and bishop e7 with the idea of playing knight h5, and Black has no problems. Really, White is the side that should be careful in such positions, but if White does everything right, we have just symmetrical equal endgames. So that's about it. That's all about the Karpov variation, which starts with that position, and that's all about the Rubinstein system, which starts with e3. In next videos we will talk about the classical variation where White plays queen c2. But that's all by now. See you again soon. Goodbye.